In SolidWorks and Creo Parametric, you can use the shell feature in order to hollow out a part, leaving it with the thickness that you want. Let's compare the shell feature in both CAD packages. Here I am in SolidWorks. If I want to shell out this very simple part, which consists of two features, an extrude and a sweep for the handle, you click on the shell command. Here we see the command manager interface over on the left hand side of the screen. So the first thing that we have up at the top here is the thickness that we want to use. And let's use a thickness, we'll go with that value of 5 to begin with. Then we have this field where we can specify which faces we want to remove from the model. I will pick this surface, and right now you can see it just highlights that particular surface. There is a checkbox over here to show a preview, but it doesn't actually remove material, just kind of highlights where your shell would end up being created. There's also a button to shell outwards to change the direction of the feature. Let's uncheck that. One other choice that we have over here is to have multiple thickness settings. So I can activate this particular collector, and maybe I'll pick the bottom surface to have a different thickness. And I'll use a thickness, it's suggesting 10 over here. That is fine with me. So now we can hit the check mark in order to complete the feature. Let me go to a cross section. And in this particular case, let's hit the check mark to complete the section view. You'll notice that because of the order of the features in the model, it also shelled out the handle as well, which we don't want because that would be very hard to manufacture. So for example, we've got the shell feature here. We can try moving it above. Come here. There we go. And now we no longer have the handle shelled. All right, let's take a look at the same thing in Creo Parametric. So again, we just have a simple extrude, same dimensions. We have a sweep, same dimensions. To create the shell feature, here is the command. And I'll go to the references tab to show you. You can choose if you want to shell certain bodies, either all bodies or selected bodies. I only have one body in here. And the collector for which surfaces to remove is active. I can select that, and we can see on the inside now. You also have the ability to specify a non-default thickness, just like in SolidWorks, and I will select the bottom surface. And here we have dimensions on the screen that we can plug in order to change the values. You do not have to do it from the commands interface. One other difference with this compared to SolidWorks is that you could have multiple surfaces with the non-default thickness, and you can just have different values. There's not just one single value for the non-default thickness. So for example, I don't have too many surfaces in here, but I could select that particular surface, and let's say I wanted it to have a value of 7. I could change that and then continue selecting on some of these other different surfaces and give them different thicknesses as well. But I don't want to have different thicknesses on the handle because that would be dumb. Let me remove a couple of these by right-clicking on them. Now let's go to the Options tab. And one thing that you don't have in SolidWorks is the ability to exclude surfaces. So rather than reordering the features so that the handle isn't shelled, I can click on the collector for exclude surfaces. And by the way, from right mouse button, you can also activate that collector. And now I'm going to select this surface, hold down the control key, and select some of these other different surfaces. You'll notice that the preview went away for a moment, but now we no longer have the handle being shelled. A couple other options that you have in here is something called surface extension. You could choose to extend inner surfaces or extend excluded surfaces. You can also prevent the shell from penetrating the solid at concave corners and convex corners. I did a separate video on these different functions. These are edge cases. These are a bit in the weeds, but you do have these additional options for complex shelling situations. And I'm happy with everything that we have in here. Oh, except for the thickness here, just to I'm going to change that to a value of 5. That's good, and I can hit the middle mouse button in order to complete the feature. Let me turn on my coordinate system display for a moment. So let's take a look at creating a cross section in the Z direction real quick. Let's just go to View, Section, Z direction, and I always like to show a little bit of hatching, and hit the check mark. And so there you can see the result of the shell operation in Creo Parametric. So just a few other additional options available in Creo compared to SolidWorks. Oops, one thing I forgot to show you for the shell feature. You can shell to the outside of the part. There are a few different ways that you can do that. You could use this flip button to go to the outside. Also, if you hold down the right mouse button, that is available from the mini toolbar as well. And a third way of doing it is by just dragging the thickness to the outside. You can see the dynamic preview. As we get too big, the preview goes away. And if we want it back to the inside as well, just drag it to there and change the value as necessary. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindshield.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.